Hello and welcome to episode 28 of ghostgalknitspodcas. I'm Ghost, also known as Sarah. So, I don't have much for admin stuff because I'm about to go on a rant. So you might want to go and get a drink of water, maybe a snack. They're going to be here a minute because I am not happy whatsoever. Don't worry, it has nothing to do with yarn. Yet. It has nothing to do with yarn yet. It has more to do with my live streaming. So, okay, you back? Okay. So, as most of you know, I am a live streamer. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays on Mixer. Monday, we got a notice. On July 22nd, Mixer is shutting down and they will be merging with Facebook Gaming. That does not work for me, like, at all. And please don't mind the lighting. No, it's cloudy and nothing I can do about it. Anyways, that really, really does not work for me. Because, one, I really do not want to stream there because it's not for creative streamers. So, I'm going to be switching over to Twitch. That is effective July 6th. I will be on Twitch. I'm giving everyone a couple weeks head notice, so if you want to head over to my Twitch, I will be updating my description to say Twitch rather than Mixer. And believe me, if you're thinking, what the heck, I will also try to remember to link the article. But if you go on Twitter at Watch Mixer, they were the ones that put it out. Oh, and if you're thinking, oh, there must be a lot of pissed people, believe me, there is. Because they didn't even notify their partners, the partnered streamers. They were not even notified at all. And I mean, everyone got the same notification. It's like, what the heck? Just because some stuff came to light, you're going to shut down the site? Instead of trying to resolve that stuff and fix it, you're just going to shut down the site. Okay. So that's happening. I hate to say it, but it's happening. So I will be on so for our next podcast, which is July 7th, I believe. Oh, sorry, July 8th. So July 7th. Sorry, please excuse that last date I just said. So on July 7th, we will be over on Twitch. It's just, I would have done it I would have made the switch for next week, but I just had so much going on this week in terms of, since next week's not a podcast week, I have more time I can delegate to getting the bot set up, getting my stream key set up, making sure everything's the way I want it. Oh, well, that'll take about a week for me. And that's between projects. So. And that's the end of that rant. It's just, most of us are still in shock. I literally decided within 2 hours I'm going to Twitch. I have followers there. Not as many as I have on Mixer, but I have followers there. So. Okay. Now then. So, I recently got some new toys in. One of them, please don't ask where I put the tag. I don't know. It was only yesterday. But I can show you a piece from it. I will let you guys figure that out, because it's going to be a minute before I can show it. And I got this. chunky thread. This is what it looks like. This is what the ball looks like. I've been using it. Well, those are unfinished objects. When we get there, I'll show them. And also, I only had 2 finished objects this week, but I only have 1 here in person because the other one has already been mailed out. And that one, so I cannot show that one, but you guys have seen it. I did not place it. If you're in the Discord, you would have seen it. If you're on the Reddit, you would have seen it. I did not place it in the ravelry because I'm still debating whether or not I want to pay $5 a year for the extras just to upload photos. So I got sampler pack number 2, which it's 6 skeins or 10 grams. One thing I am not a fan of is the sizes. There we go. Is the sizes. Ooh, stop blowing out. Hang on, let's try and get that. Forget it. So, it's a size 2 yarn. This is the first time I think I'm using a size 2. Yeah, it is. Which, I'm surprised I only had maybe 1 grainy square where my tension was crazy, and then it became more and more even. So, one thing I did not like, hang on, and as most of you know, I don't bother with editing, so Rain knows it's happening. Don't ask, just don't ask. So, one thing, it says E or G. E. Oh, I know I have G out here somewheres. This. So when they made this, here's an E, here's a G. There's one more size between these. They completely ran over this one, which is the 375. So, yeah. But I think next time I make these is I'm going to up it up 1 size to the 375. Just for, but I also need to get used to the smaller size hooks because I have socks planned. I do have some smaller yarns I want to work with. So, kind of gotta work out the kinks in that. So, but surprisingly, I'm quite used to smaller hooks now, thankfully. So, that's how that's going. I will have to show you guys the blocking board after works in progress because all my works in progress are on top of it, right? Well, some are. Some aren't. But it will get shown in that segment because that's where it's fitting in. So, I'm going to actually... I always say start with works in progress, but I'm actually going to start with my finished objects. Oh yeah, that we'll save for the end. So, these are my finished objects. These are absolutely beautiful. And I mean beautiful. So, I still have to block these out to 4 inches, which they are not. They're like 3.5 inches. So, I got a 1/2 inch I need to get them bigger, which is no problem. And these are the fabrics I chose from the pincushion bit, because these are going to become pincushions. Now, I do have a rant on the pincushions, but that'll have to wait till next episode, because by then I will really be able to rant on them. Well, actually, the rant I have is I have no clue what seam allowance I have to use. No clue. So, yeah. Because my mom's sewing machine, I think she said 41 years old. But we're actually using my grandmother's because hers kind of broke down and she had bought this exact same machine for her mother. So, we're using that one. On the, on modern sewing machines, it tells you your seam allowance in inches. This one just gives you numbers. Gives you numbers, I think, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which correlate to, I believe, 3 was a quarter, correlate to a quarter, and all that. So, I'm going to have Mom sew those for me. I'll do all the cutting and the ironing I need and all the stuffing, and I can do the hand sewing easy enough, so I'm going to have her do these main sewing bits for me because, yeah, me and sewing machines, unfortunately, I can't really use them that well. So, now, on to works in progress. I actually have a couple. Stay. Okay. The first one I'm going to show is, you guys have seen this before. This is the Caron Chunky Cake that I previously had other ideas for. So I've casted it on again. This time on my smallest loom. That is not my mini loom. I do not want to try this on here. I do not. 3 and 4 sizes. That's what I can use on there. Chunky? No. I'd have to buy a completely different loom and I don't wanna. So this will either end up being, so I don't know if this is going to end up being a scarf or, hang on, runny nose. Okay. Or a cowl. We'll see how long it is when I get done. Or an infinite, if I have the length, I'm going to make it an infinity scarf. If not, I will make it just a regular scarf. So, that's how that. And next is berry pooling. This hasn't had a whole lot of work done on it in the past couple of weeks. I've just been so busy on Ginger's blanket. Like, since the last podcast, that's like all I worked on was Ginger's blanket. I mean, I did work on a couple other projects. I got a couple others that were hanging around, worked on, and kind of completed. I did find my sock bag at last, so I got the sock yarn in there. That has to get caked up because I am not going to be playing, because the reason why I want to cake it up is if I want to do matching, it's going to be a lot easier figuring out which side I can start with. So, this is the berry loom scarf. It's grown a little bit. I still got quite a bit in the cake, but it's growing, which is a good thing. Considering it, and if you have not watched my last yarn haul, which was put up last Wednesday, I suggest you do. Stay. Because I got more pulling yarn. That should be interesting to work with. Okay. Oops. Crochet hook. Next object is, I got enough. Dun, 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 my basket. As you can probably guess, it's getting some love, like a lot. So it's going. It is going. It's just I can only work this every so often or else it hurts my wrist. Like, a lot. Because 3 strands of yarn. The most I've worked is 2 strands of yarn on this. With the big hook. Or the scrubby dishcloths. But those, I can get that in like no time. So, yeah. Get over there. Okay. Okay. Next is the mystery Caron cake. No, literally, this one is a mystery. I have no clue what colorway this is. I looked it up, and I can't find it on Michaels.com. So, yeah. Although it looks like one of the colorways I did last year. So, I might have a repeat colorway if I don't think I do. I'll have to look at the pictures from last year. Thankfully, I keep pictures. And see if it's a repeat. And I'm doing this one as an outside pull because I didn't really have a label to start with. I had a receipt label. That was it. Next is the ombre mandala, which give me a second. There we go. I forgot to write it on my sheet here this morning. I was, my mind was still in a jumble from Monday, so I, did awful planning. It's pretty bad. Planning-wise. So, as you can definitely tell, this got some love. Because I'm at the blue bit, finally. But I have so many projects going right now that... Oh, I know... No, we're good. Okay, I thought I had forgotten a project. Awful planning. Awful. Anyways, next, I casted on... Give it up. The next ball of Mom's blanket. So, this is going quite swimmingly. I haven't really worked on it, as you can tell, because my clips were preoccupied with some other stuff. I'm planning on getting more. I don't know if I'm going to get the same ones or different. I think I might get different. But I do need to get some more clips. Took that right back there. Okay. Next is Mom's scarf, which has had some love as well. Because the balls are getting smaller and the scarf is getting longer. So that's in a little bit of a knot right now. So I'll get that worked out later. None we lose any of them balls again. Okay. Next, Dad's blanket. This has had a little bit of love, not much. But it has grown a bit since the last time we saw it. It's at, I think, 8 inches right now. It's fine. My goal is to get it to 12 inches. So I know what size, how many rows I need roughly for every 12 inches. And once I get to 12 inches, I will stick an orange marker on it. So I know where the 12-inch line is. Or row in this case. If it's off a little bit, I don't think my dad will complain. Found the tag. Oh, sounds like Mom's up. Next is Mom's shawl, which got a lot of work on. Ooh, I see that being a potential problem, but not at the moment. So this is Mom's shawl. That's curling. So I got it to the next color. I did make a mistake. I'm not fixing it. It's pretty far up that it will be, it's far enough up that I'm not too worried about it. That unless someone actually lifts the back of her hair up, you probably won't see it. But if I make a huge mistake down the line, I will fix it within 2 rows, of course. Okay, now on to the blocking board. I don't have anything on here yet. Literally, as I'm reviewing this. Oh, I forgot the Kindle's dying long. Yeah. It's literally as I'm reviewing, I will be getting this all set up to be used. So on this side we have square, and over here we have circle. And apparently some really wonky lighting. Right along. Well, whatever. So this was 10 something. That is not bad. All the stuff from the Backwater shop is really not badly priced for the most part when it comes to the crochet stuff. So I'm really, or just the bee in my bonnet stuff. So this, it's going to get a lot of use because I have acrylic projects that are planned where I need stuff to be square, and it's little squares. So I will get this prepped here soon. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is a stream project. Next. So I finally got the Country Loom, so you can see it better. Okay. There we go. So you guys can see it better. So I finally got the Country Loom casted on. And if you're noticing, yes, I'm using one of the looms I don't like. But this one so far is fine. It's just my other good loom here. Exact same size, is kind of a bit busy. So, and I really did not want to run out to buy another loom set. And really, I don't need another loom set. So, if I need like one of this size or another big one, I can grab from the ones I have. Oh, excuse me. So this one finally got casted on. It's slow, but it's slow going, but it's going. It's being housed in this bag. And also, I used this purple here for Ginger's blanket. So, I think her blanket turned out amazing. So, this is, I only have 104 yards per ball, so I cannot wait to see how long this will end up being, because 104 yards is not much, believe me. Because the ball is nicely deflated now. Next on the list is the Caron cotton, which as you can tell is growing a lot. And it's starting to droop a little. It's really nice and drapey. So it's really nice. Okay. So, last thing I'm showing you guys. Okay. This is the Lion brand Comfy Cotton Blend blanket. So, my question to you guys is, should I do granny squares like this? Or should I keep doing like I did with my blanket and just keep adding layers? I'm leaning more towards doing small granny squares and patching it together, just to maybe maximize the amount I can get. So if anyone wants to get back to me on that, please do. If not, I will just go ahead and kind of do whatever I do. Okay. Last thing, on Friday is my 1-year podcast anniversary. I have been doing podcasts for a year. 1 year. I'm surprised I made it this long with all the ups and downs that we had. So, I can't believe it. It's going to be a year. Oh my God. Well, I'm going to end off the podcast here. Today is Work from Wednesday this afternoon in the Knitting Club Discord. Link is down below if you'd like to join. Tomorrow I will be live on Mixer, but I will be changing that in the description to Twitch, as reasons stated above. So I will see you guys. If I don't see you later on this afternoon or tomorrow, I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Hopefully with some finished objects. Until then, have a good life, happy crafting, and I hope to see you all again.